So, ladies and gentlemen, this was TCU's first look of 2023-2024. As you see Coach Dixon here getting the guys together. It's going to be an exciting season. This is one of the deepest teams TCU has ever had. As you see here, this is the team in practice going through their thing. Now, I've had the opportunity to analyze this team from beginning to end, and I personally think, again, this is one of the deepest teams I've seen in a while. So here we go. You got the point guard position. You got transfers coming in, and Tennyson, Avery Anderson, Jameer Nelson Jr., and Jace Posey. Jameer Nelson is likely going to be the point guard starting. The question mark is the two position, whether it's going to be Micah or Tennyson. In this exhibition game, it was Tennyson. He started off. We're still yet to see who was going to be tonight. Peavy actually had a good night tonight in this exhibition game. I think he outplayed Tennyson a little bit. I think he had like 13 points. He was the second leading scorer behind Emmanuel Miller. But other than that, you got obviously Emmanuel Miller starting. You got Ernest Duday and Jacoby Coles. Jacoby Coles, the leader, hit a game winner in the tournament last year. So he's got some experience along with Miller. So here you go. You see the game starts off to the basket. Miller just didn't hesitate. Was dominant from start to finish. As you see right here, you got Chuck O'Bannon also just off the bench. He's probably going to come off the bench, maybe be in the six-man role. As you see here, he came in, hitting a few jumpers, just getting himself to the line. Easy basket. He's an aggressive player. He's also got a lot of minutes in the tournament. As you see, PV here powering up, strong, going to the basket at his height, just being able to control the pace of the game. He can play pretty much every single position. As you see this quick release here by Tennyson, that's what he's going to add to this team, is just dynamic shooting. Uday is just an athlete who's going to take off from everywhere, catch a lot of lobs, finish on fast break, and he can actually handle in transition as well. So he's going to be pretty scary. He's a big addition to their team inside. Probably one of the main reasons why they upgraded last year from where they're at. As you can see there, Miller as well, another big man, athletic guy, handling and passing in transition. Actually had 5 assists tonight. And this drive, as you see why Cole's finishing with the left, you got multiple players here who can just drive and create and finish. You see another drive, looks almost like a replay from a different player. That's Emmanuel Miller finishing with his left. And you'll see another one coming up here by Avery, who does almost like the same thing. Drives in here, finishes with the left, and that's scary. If you got guys like that finishing with their left hand in transition in traffic like this, you see the driving ability by Jameer. He can just penetrate in there real strong, get guys on his back, and stop on a dime, have guys continue to go. And this is his first year in this offense, so the more comfortable he gets, the scarier the team's going to be. As you see here, Miller with another fadeaway. His shot touch has improved so much upon last year. His handling, just everything. He's a league prospect this year, so watch out for him. He had 24 points tonight. As you see there, another finish in transition. As Nelson pushes here, and he's just a tough guy. So him and Miller are going to be a dynamic duo. Plus with this, Lob City, also another one, the Uday. My goodness. Showtime here in Funky Town, Fort Worth. Frogs are looking exciting as you see this block off the glass, and they look to run. And when they're running, they're dangerous. Here comes Tennyson now leading the break, gets it back to Nelson with the and one finish. That could have been an and one with the contact, just threw it and finished anyway. Texas Wesleyan actually played tough early. Then they just let it get away from them. You got to play smart against TCU, or else, as you see in a blink of an eye, it can be a 20-point lead and even higher. This game, they won by about 30. Now you see in transition, he just wasn't looking, but fortunately, he was in the right place at the right time, caught that ball in, and got tippy hats to Wesleyan for coming out here and battling in this exhibition game, showing what they could do. They had some players who held their own, but like I said, they got away from themselves a little bit, didn't play discipline throughout 2 halves. But like I said, this was pretty much the first look at what you was going to see from Texas Christian. Another drive from Nelson. He got comfortable in the second half. He had a few turnovers in the first half along with Tennyson, but they calmed that thing down quickly. And Miller just played solid all the way through. You see this is the second half here where they pulled away and got that double-digit lead and just continued to extend their own. Here goes another steal by Nelson. And his athleticism is on another level. As you see here, he gets this dunk, and the building was exciting. So it was a fun night for the TCU home crowd, being able to see their team put it together and what you could expect to see from them all year long. Here goes another lob by Uday. And he's also somebody to keep an eye on. And here's the thing: as far as can stay healthy, like I said, this is why I was saying what I was saying as far as what they can do through the tournament. They're built to win. They've got depth all the way through. Haven't even had a chance to see much of some of the players on the bench and what they can do. The main guy that we can look forward is going to be Jace, and also Isaiah and what he can do. 6'8" freshman, true freshman as well as Jace is too. And not only can Trey put it up, he can also put it down, as you see here. He's going to also be able to finish it outside and inside. And Ernest, that handling ability, like I told you, you see there, he gave it up, got it right back. He knows what's going on. This team's got chemistry. Coach Dixon has definitely got these guys on another level as far as discipline, playing with the team, and they do have a system. And they play quick, and that's going to be different. Usually a lot of teams who have a system, they slow it down, but TCU doesn't slow it down because they do have a very complex system of organization. So you're going to have to really scout them tough and be ready and have the height to definitely compete with them. And in the Big 12, obviously, it's a competitive conference, so there's going to be other teams that are going to be able to face up against them. But expect TCU early on to go undefeated probably in the preseason. They do have a tournament in Hawaii. Where you're going to be able to also see some other teams and see what they're going to be able to do. As you see here, Peavy got hot, and in the scouting report, it really doesn't even have him down as a shooter, but this game he hit 3, almost back-to-back threes. As you see, that was the first one, and I think this one might be the second one. He got a nice look from Nelson. And the good thing here is just seeing that Nelson, even though he's a scorer, he has the ability to see when his guy is hot and to feed the hot hand, and that's also a great thing to see. He's got that experience as well, transferring in, as well as tennis. And you see another, nice pass. And this is the other guy we haven't been able to mention inside is Mustaf. He transferred. I think he had from Coastal Carolina. I think he averaged 14 a game last year. And another break. You see Peavy here gets the breakaway dunk this time. So really, they can just take their turns of who it is that's gonna be able to finish in transition, inside or out, strong finish. And only thing I would like to see at this game was the free throw shooting was pretty poor out. So they do have to improve on that for sure, but they've definitely got, time to do it. They're gonna get it together. So this was the first look, like I said, and tonight they play their first game of the season against Southern University, actually tonight. So we're gonna be bringing that to you as well here on NBA Training TV. As you see that drive by Miller. Got a nice finish. He finished with 24. Another fadeaway here. Oh my goodness. He's just listen, if he can continue to play like this first round, for sure, for TCU, he's a first round prospect. So let's see, what else do we got here? This is a highlight by Wesleyan. He missed that rebound by Nelson. I think this was just another driving dish. So you see it here. Give and go. This is an unselfish team. Just an unselfish team. Kobe Coles had a strong game as well. And as they look at Isaiah Manning, the guy I was telling you about the freshman, and then Jace the freshman too. So once they pulled away, the good thing is they were able to get some playing time for their, for their bench warmers. The bench was able to come in and give themselves a few minutes. As you see right here, Darius Ford, some of the walk-ons, practice players were able to come in, and that's a good thing. I wanted to see them in earlier just so that they can kind of prove what they could do in games, but hopefully I'm pretty sure they'll get some time with some of these non-conference games. Hopefully TCU can get a certain leads to let those guys get in and really reward them for what they do in practice. As the guys shaking hands at the end of the game, TCU won, I think 98-61, I think was the final score. We'll be able to go over some of the box score hopefully here on this broadcast. NBA Training TV was able to provide for us and see some of the statistics. I was able to run down some of them. As you see here, the players coming over to the kids in the crowd, meet and greet, as they get congratulated. And it's just there's a lot of excitement going on in Fort Worth for what's ahead and showing how deep they can go. And that's really what it's about. Is right now they're hungry. They've gotten to the tournament twice. Now they just want to show that, improve that they're actually, a Final Four quality type team. And Coach Dixon has definitely got the most opportunity